So, Yevheniia, if we sum up all the statements of all politicians from all over the world, and in the context, of course, in the context of aid for Ukraine, it looks very encouraging and picture perfect. Another package of sanctions against Russia has been concluded. Ukraine is promised help, monetary and military. But is it really like this? What worries you personally the most?
I think the biggest challenge to find the picture of the victory for Ukraine, so we would see this picture the same with our partners. Because when we hear that we will support you as long as it takes, well, Ukraine doesn't want to take it long. We lose lives every day. So our message is to get enough aid, to get enough of military support, enough of sanctions for Russia to bring victory of Ukraine closer. And this is mutual interest for both democratic world and Ukraine.
Yes, absolutely agree with you. With Ukraine don't have time, and Russia is preparing for protracted conflict, counting on the fact that West support for Ukraine may weaken over time. And do you think Western partners understand that the time is really crucial, not only for Ukraine, but for the rest of the world, the democratic world?
Yes, I think that the essence of time, that why time is important, there is understanding, especially when we see that Russia tries to influence democracies with the instruments of democracies. They try to influence elections to bring populists into power in different countries, and then trying to veto Ukraine's access to EU through Hungary. Or I think there is conspiracy behind this blockade of Polish truck drivers at the border, because it's been organized by the party which is very friendly with Russia and said that no sanctions should be imposed and everything. So Russia will be trying at the same time influencing the Western world from inside with propaganda, with financing political movements, NGOs, and so on and so forth. And at the same time, of course, inside of Russia, they do not care about what people think. And looks like that Russian people will not ever go and have riots against Putin. So they don't care about, the mass death. They take these soldiers and send them, as in First World War, just waves and waves.
They can afford it because they are big. They don't value any life.
Exactly. They are bigger in population than Ukraine, but also they don't value life. We also have to understand that as I said, the aid and my friends, politicians from Western world also understand that. They say, okay, we understand we should give you not 30 tanks, but 300 tanks.
But why didn't they do that? Because we need ammunition, we need military support, and we need it badly. I mean, Ukraine needed it badly, and now, not tomorrow. We need it yesterday, yesterday.
Well, first, I think that the world was not prepared that such conventional war will be possible in the heart of Europe after Second World War. And Russia was, preparing, using the Soviet era stuff and like that. But also, I think the mentality sometimes changes longer than it should. For example, now we feel great support from Germany. They just, the Minister of Defense just came, announced another billion package of aid, but it took very long from giving caskets.
Yeah, this is one of my questions.
Exactly.
What is such a huge changes in behavior, in attitudes, Germany's attitudes towards Ukraine since the beginning of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, yeah? And with, as you mentioned, only 5,000 Kaska helmets, protective helmets were delivered.
And now we get, tanks, everything, the air defense, which is very important. But again, why it took so long? Because inside of the society, there was the change. And I was talking to my friends from Bundestag, and they're very pro-Ukrainian, but they were trying to explain, saying that, can you imagine, it's such a drastic change. I mean, we give tanks that will be killing Russians, and America applauds. So that's something, the picture they could never imagine. And Germany had this, trauma after Second World War, and after Nazi and everything.
Yeah.
But what is important, and we just had a very good conversation and meeting with the German delegation on the margins of the OSCE Parliamentary Assembly in Yerevan, just returned from Armenia. And they said that count on us with the support on the long run, because of course, we are together with heart, very emotional and everything,
rhetoric,
and values and everything. But also, they feel that the national interest of Germany is to help Ukraine, because if Ukraine falls, then the next countries would be, Baltic states. It's also NATO countries. It's going to be, even bigger jeopardy than is now. And the same thing and the same arguments and the same, facts that we use for United States. Because what happens when countries in Europe that are member states of NATO feel some threats? They call for more troops. And usually they call for more troops from Canada, from United States. And if the war breaks, within the borders, it means that Americans will have troops on the ground. Brits will have troops on the ground and will be fighting. So it's much, I don't want to say it, to sound it not serious, but it's much cheaper for them to help Ukraine to win.